All right. Welcome back to the stream. It's been a while, mainly because my last video was just talking about the different habitats and how they work with types. But a lot's happened. I was in New Jersey for a weekend, Albuquerque for another weekend, and now it's like I'm back and I feel like I can really get back into my routine. But for this stream, I need we're gonna our next goal is Registeel. And I don't have enough metal coats, so I'm gonna run back to my first base, grab a bunch of those, also grab Sylveon so that we can start training it for the inevitable Regidragon, I think is its name. And then one thing I did in between streams was I got back up to 100 Ultra Balls. And then we're also going to grab Charizard. So we're going to get our Steel, our Fire Dragon, and our Fairy type. So with that being said, we will. Oh, and then also we're gonna put our. We'll start building all of our spots for the Titans for Registeel. But yeah, this was by far the busiest part of the year. And now that it's over, it's sort of smooth sailing till the end of the year and everything that's gonna happen with that. But yeah, I was out in Albuquerque just visiting family. And the East Coast has these boardwalks, you know. And there's something so fun about them. Even though there's not like that much to do, you essentially walk down a boardwalk and look at like souvenir like stores that just have like t-shirts with the name of whatever boardwalk you're at, and then just, you know, all sorts of junk food, and like that's the whole experience. And I mean, there's more for kids because they have like it's like a permanently set up carnival, so they'll have like a Ferris wheel, they'll have some small roller coasters. There's different shops that'll be I can teleport. Come on. Oh, that was it. But yeah, so you just go to this boardwalk, and there's the one that we go to has an arcade, which like I like the idea of arcades more than the actual arcade experience. I don't think they're gonna give me anything. I think they need a little bit of time. And then they'll have like mini golf. So also they have mirror mazes, which like I've done once. It was a couple years ago. Thank you. And it was like so delightful because I was like, I've literally only seen these things in the movies. I can't even name a movie that has like a. I feel like it's such a trope to have like the mirror room. Actually, I probably saw it from like the animated Batman cartoons when I was a kid. I'm sure Batman has had multiple face-offs with like Joker in a mirror maze at some point. But it's just like there's something just like so charming about boardwalks that I wish there were an equivalent in more places. But at the end of the day, like if the carnival came through town or there was like a fair, I would not go out of my way to go to a fair, even though, you know, it's pretty equivalent in terms of like eating junk food, buying souvenirs, and then not riding roller coasters. So that was a lot of fun. And then in Albuquerque, it was visiting family. And I got to hang out with my nieces and nephews who watch my streams occasionally, which is like a really interesting thing to process, because I find the comforting part about streaming is me just sort of like talking into the air. I think I was using that Steelix for dig. I was like, was I supposed to drop that Steelix? Great, I need to leave one of these guys behind. Oh, and I think I need 47 metal coats. It's gonna be in materials. Okay, so I need like what, 14 more? I'm a ways off. Maybe Delibirds can help. Yeah, it's really weird knowing that like you have nieces and nephews who listen to whatever you talk about on the internet. but it was a lot of fun because they are significantly bigger Pokemon fans than me. Honestly, most of the people who are watching my videos are probably bigger Pokemon fans than I am, but like they're watching the TV show, whatever the like newest season is. They're playing the card game like competitively. They have multiple decks that they've like competitive decks that they've compiled that they like go to tournaments for, and they'll I mean, they can talk to me about just like so much stuff that's out of my depth, because I still feel more comfortable with like specific generations of Pokemon. And they'll just like they're sponges. Well, I'm sorry if you heard that. That was my dog hacking. She's good. I checked on her. Yeah, just maybe a little embarrassed by that. Yeah, it's funny because I ended up playing Super Smash Brothers with them, and they only picked Pokemon characters. Characters. They only picked Pokemon, and we only played. they were like so enamored by the concept of Pokeballs as an item in Smash Bros. That we played items on high, only Pokeballs, and Master Balls, and they just like every time a Pokemon came out, they knew exactly what it was. And it was crazy because like they were naming off Sun and Moon Pokemon, which like I have a cursory knowledge of, but I'm like looking at them and I'm like, Sun and Moon, that game is half your age. Like, how do you know this? So it's always a good time. I feel like I just out of habit need to go down my electric and water row because I'm gonna need more Pokeballs after Registeel. So I'm in a little bit of a predicament now because I need to trade one of my Pokemon in my party for my Charizard. And I'm thinking of dropping my Registeel. But yeah, there's another really cool place that we went to when we were in Albuquerque. It's called the Sandia Mountains, and it has a tram that goes like 3 miles, and it's just like it's just up a mountain, and it's crazy because you go up to the initial, what I would say is the initial like visible peak of the mountain, and then it's literally like you're going 3 miles and there's only like 4 posts holding up the 3 miles of wire that you're on. and you go over the first ridge, and then it's literally you cross like an entire mountain valley where you're just hanging above it, and you're like, it's like probably like 10 minutes of just in a tram from one peak to the other, which is just so crazy. So I need to bring Duskull back to add to my ghost row. I need to bring Reggie back because I'm making a Reggie section. I need to bring Sylveon back to train Sylveon up so that it'll be ready for its dragon battles. And then I think Steelix is the one that I don't need. Okay. But yeah, it was really cool, which is like I've been to Albuquerque 2 or 3 times now. And it was like actually doing a touristy thing in a place that I didn't feel like had a lot of touristy things to do. We also went to, I think they call it Old Town, which like is actually really crazy because Old Town is the part of Albuquerque. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Great. That has had people living there longer than like the United States has existed as a country, which the West can't just like can't say that. That's one of the like really weird things is if you're in America, there's a lot of new places like new land to develop. But I mean, unless you're in the East Coast, I guess to that point, like, but as a whole, the oldest structures that you can go like live in are still like the oldest communities are still relatively young compared to like going over to Europe where, you know, everywhere has been lived in for hundreds of years. Okay. Oh, I'm about to peace out without my Charizard. Hello. Yeah, you're uncomfortable. Let's get you out of here. Oh, music changed. It's because I went through the ghost graveyard. Oh shoot, what am I doing? I need to double check something real quick. I am 6 metal coats short. I jumped the gun on getting out of here. I just have my fingers crossed. I just really hope that Registeel, for literally no reason, is going to get caught in like 10 Ultra Balls. I would like, part of me wants to, and I thought about doing this. Part of me was like, make a bunch of heavy balls for it, but the ingredient used for that is metal coats. And I already needed those, so I was like, yeah, we'll just go with Ultra Balls and leave it at that. No, this one doesn't want to give me anything. My last, oh my gosh. So my last video is a guide on habitats. These guys aren't giving me jack. So yeah, my last video was a guide. Yeah. Hey, Super Jedi 420. Yeah, it's been a while. But my last video was a really short guide, just like 5 minutes long, and I actually recorded it twice. And there's like 6 people who saw my first recording walking through that guide. Luigi Vania, shout out to Luigi Vania, who came into chat, said hello, said goodbye. Felt really bad because I knew it was going to be just like a short explanation and that was going to be everything. But I deleted and redid the video because my mic wasn't plugged in, and my video where I catch Registeel, my mic wasn't plugged in for that one either. It got unplugged like 2 streams ago, and I didn't even notice until I recorded my guide, and I was like, what is wrong? And apparently, so what happened is my mic got unplugged at the end of my first Registeel video, and then I plugged it back in, but it like my computer defaulted to, oh, if you need audio, we're not going to use a mic, we're just going to use your computer's microphone. And when I figured it out, when I was troubleshooting and got to that, I was just like I was, the audio is bad. The audio is bad, but I thought that I had a problem. I thought that there was an actual problem with my mic, and I didn't think that it was my laptop picking that up, because there's no way I would have thought that my laptop would actually be able to pick up like anything decipherable. So I'm just yeah, that was a surprise, but I got it all back together. I got my nice mic back online, which I feel like could make anyone sound professional compared to what the first recordings were like. All right, let's check our items. Oh, so this was another thing. Yep, that's exactly enough. I was setting up for the habitats guide, and I was like, I started a new world. I loaded a completely new world, and I was like, okay, this is going to be where I show different habitats. I'm going to start building them. And I got like pretty far into it, and it was fun because it was just like I was just doing whatever. And then I realized like this isn't like efficient at all. I'm going to have to redo so much work. So I just like left it, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. And that's when I was like, oh, well, I'll just go into dev mode. Easier to test everything, and then I can also show people, hey, if you're having problems, troubleshoot in dev mode. But I figure I'll probably just show the world that I did make, because it's very different from what I'm currently doing. And I appreciate that, Super Jedi. Yeah, I'm glad I figured it out. But yeah, it's because my current method is definitely like line the Pokemon up in a row. They can't walk anywhere. Like efficiency, you know, I need to collect a lot of these things, like stuff them in there. And I was like, if I, like, that doesn't make sense for a guide on habitats and biomes. So I was like, you know, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make it look good. and you know, I overshot. And I think it worked. I think that world looks really good, which is probably why I'm even bothering to mention it. So yeah, I'll show you guys what it looked like. I even had an example of like a Charmander with torches to show torches don't work with campfires, like campfires. But yeah. All right. We are going to save right here. And no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put our level 5 Sylveon in the front, and we're going to this is how we're going to train our Sylveon. We're gonna do a little XP farm in here. All right, here we go. The fact that like Sheer had to, or someone on the dev team had to try and type out that sound is delightful. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people kind of get sucked into my playlist. But I think this is the perfect game to just like put on some background noise, put on like a long video or whatever it's gonna be, a TV show, and then to just do your thing, to grind, to farm. So that's definitely like when I was building my other habitat that I never ended up using. My special defense. I looked at my stats. I'm averaging like an hour and a half of YouTube a day. Oh shoot, I wasn't supposed to one-shot Registeel. Well, I mean, I was planning on doing this to train Sylveon up, but yeah, so it's funny because I have a computer that can run that can probably like it's not like an amazing computer, but it's definitely not the garbage computer that I used to have. But it's funny because the main games that I'm playing on this thing are Roller Coaster Tycoon and Star Wars Battlegrounds, which are, you know, like 20 years old, and you could run them on anything and it'd be fine. But I got my nice computer and I just play all of these like really easy games. All right, this is great. We'll just do this a couple more times and Sylveon will be ready to go. 16. Okay, so one battle was 11 levels. And it's obviously it's going to go down from here. I think, I see part of me is like, okay, do Ember, throw a couple Ultra Balls, see what happens. The other part of me is like, no, I need to make sure that I don't waste my Ultra Balls. So if I'm gonna do this, I should just knock it out, and I should use this to grind for Sylveon. This is delightful. I just love this. And okay. We're gonna drop Tail Whip. I just would never use it anyways. That was not nearly the same number of levels. What was that? I went from 16 to 21? Yeah, 21. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna stop farming Registeel for XP. And instead, we'll throw Charizard at the front of the party. We'll heal Charizard up. We'll go out with Charizard. We'll use Ember instead of Flamethrower, so that we don't one-shot Registeel. And then we'll throw a couple Ultra Balls. We'll throw like 10. We'll see how we're feeling. Maybe 15 Ultra Balls. You know, if we catch it, amazing. If not, it'll be fine. Primed and ready. Next stream will come in, and we'll just have again the Ultra Ball marathon. No, your first shiny was a Regieleki? No, oh man. So, I shared in one of my earlier videos the story of my first shiny being a Wooper in Gen 4, in like the swamp area or whatever, the equivalent of the Safari Zone. and how I couldn't catch it because I didn't really have like Pokeballs, and you know, they can run away at any time. And someone came into my comments on that video and they talked about how they lost their first shiny. I'm trying to remember the specifics of it. Oh, I used Ember. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing exactly what I said I would do. So this is let's just see if it lives 2 embers. There's no way it's going to. But I remember reading their comment, and it was just like, it was like a visceral, just like I could feel the pain. Where I was just like losing shinies is the worst. 'Cause like in official Pokemon like gameplay, that is the only shiny I've ever had in my entire life. Your first ever shiny was Scyther. Yeah, you're right. I understood that you meant for like this game, I guess. I would be, yeah, but oh yeah. Hey Timothy, welcome to chat. That's awesome that you're getting into this game because of my videos. I'm so excited for multiplayer, which should be version 9. And then we can, I don't know how it's going to get set up, but I figure that we could all have a shared map for that. No way. Shiny Chikorita. That was like you say you caught it. Was it like in the wild, or was it just a Chikorita in the overworld and you just walked up to it and it joined your party? Yeah. That's one of the things about early game. Oh my gosh, yeah. I guarantee, like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, if you're doing multiplayer, if you're sharing worlds with people, there's no way that you're not also going to be able to battle each other, right? And I think it'd be really fun to do challenges where we all just go into a new world and we set a time limit where it's like, okay, you have an hour, and it's like who can get the best team in an hour, and you just have a tournament. And you play through and see and then you can just like do that endlessly, and every time it'll be different. So yeah, no Pokeball. I picked it up. That's my shiny Bulbasaur. Well, now Venusaur in this save file. I had it for like 5 hours before I ever put it into a battle and realized what it was. So all right. So we're going to save. By the way, the shiny rates in this game are 1 out of every 256. So it is reduced from like a mainline Pokemon game. I'm actually surprised with how many hours I'm putting into this, that I only have so far 1. I maybe another one I've befriended is the same situation. I'm glad you appreciated that so much. Yeah, that was wild. I picked up a Pokemon ROM hack once just to like see what it was like. I think it's called Pokemon Violet. Well, now that's an actual game that's coming out, but it was a Fire Red mod, and what it did is it altered it increased shinies like tenfold. And so like, but I didn't know that. I was just like, hey, it's some random Fire Red mod, like let me give it a try. And I boot it up and I like walk in to the tall grass and like my first encounter, shiny Pidgey. And I was like, no way, like this is incredible. Like, wait, I don't have any Pokeballs. So I like killed it. I'm sad. I keep going, and like next encounter, shiny Rattata. And that's when I was like, okay, this is very suspicious. And that's when I like Googled it and I was like, okay, like what is this ROM hack? And it was like, oh, okay, they just like made it so certain tiles always gave you a shiny. All right, here we go. Oh wait, I have 3 heavy balls. Let's throw these first. I didn't know that Blossom would join your party. I assumed that if they were evolved, that they were sort of like not free game. But that is a good tip that I will have to that I will have to apply. All right. Well, the heavy balls didn't work, so here we go. We'll start throwing ultra balls. So Fennec Fox, you spam A when you throw Pokeballs, because I've always done the down and B, push down, hold B on my colored Game Boy. That was my approach, and it never worked, but but it made me feel like I was making a difference. Here, I'll spam A on my next one. Okay, well, we'll see if you can even hear it. I don't think the mic will pick it up. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Spam A. Ah, dang it. Well, spam A didn't work. Here we go. We're going to do nothing on this one. Nope. Dang it, critical hit. The problem is I should figure out a better way to get Registeel farther down. I'm basically wasting Ultra Balls with him still in the yellow. I know Slash doesn't do much, but I feel like red helps. Everything I've known is a lie. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt when my older brother told me that pushing down and B didn't help. All right, we need to heal. I've noticed that when you like move up and down in the menus on one full like part of your bag and then switch to another bag, it tries to like carry. If you're on like item number 4 and then scroll over, it'll move your thing to item number 4. So it never remembers where you just were. Like I'm in medicine, I go back to balls, and I'm way up at pink apricorn. So okay, so this is something that I need to do. I need to put together a team for catching legendaries. I get 100 Ultra Balls, and I'm like, that's enough. Like we're just gonna go in and we're just gonna do it however it is. But to that point, I do want to get a Scyther. Here, we're gonna do one more Slash, and I want to evolve it into a Scizor because Scizzor's really cool. But also because Scizor will learn False Swipe, and then I'm like, okay, and then I need to get a Pokemon that knows Sleep. I think my Venusaur still has a status conditioning move. I'll have to double check that. But it's like I need to build a team that I can actually use for these, because especially after how long it took me to catch Registeel, I don't think my current methodology is sustainable, which is why I'm doing this in 2 attempts. Oh shoot. Oh, I feel like Registeel hasn't been using Ancient Power that much. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, can't mess with the #1 Pokemon. Okay, I'm starting to reach my limit here. All right. So besides the like drop everyone in a new map, you have an hour to build a team. Oh shoot. That's bad. The other thing that I want to do is just chat plays Pokemon Wilds. And I've set it up. I have the code set up so that like your comments in chat can be translated into my character's movements and button presses. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I have it, but I'm on the fence about it because I feel like the real fun of like Twitch plays Pokemon and about like an online chat playing a game is the chaos inevitable in it. And I feel like it wouldn't be that chaotic. There's just, there's a handful of us here. We would, oh shoot, Charizard's dead. I feel like it wouldn't be as chaotic, and that would take away from the fun. Okay. We're still in this. We don't have the extra level advantage, but that's okay. No way. That was a lot of damage for something not very effective. I thought Registeel would be an acceptable backup. This is falling apart. Oh. There we go. It's not very effective. It'll just kill him. Okay, we are going to cut our losses here. Well, let's look at this. Duskull's worthless. Sylveon probably wouldn't be that helpful. But we could throw a couple more and we could just end on Mewtwo. Honestly, I should have thrown Mewtwo out. Mewtwo knows Recover. I could last a lot longer with Mewtwo out. Oh, let's get a status condition on him. No. Yeah, oh yes, it worked. Okay, I thought... Yeah, okay, yeah, we're still in this. Here we go. Yeah, so I could grind. I could grind instead of replacing them. It's very possible. I could. Or I could just play the game at the level that I'm at. There we go. Yeah. we got it. That's okay. Yeah. Hey, status condition helped. It was in the red. We did what we needed to, and now this isn't even going to be a two-part. This isn't even. Oh, Duskull's getting a lot of XP for this, just for watching. You watch someone catch a Registeel, and it's level ups. This is already my strongest Duskull because I no. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was very short-sighted of me. Well, we can just do it again. Oh, it just sends to your bed. Okay. Okay, good. Hello. That's very nice. That's very nice that it doesn't. That I don't have to get 47 more. Whew, that's a relief. Don't have to get 47 more metal coats. But Duskull should have never really been there. Nope. Come on. No, come on. All right. Well, we did it. We got our Registeel. I'm so happy. That was a roller coaster. $10 if the next update is lore. So I know. I mean, if you're on the Discord, then I think you can poke around in the GitHub files, and I mean they've dropped hints. The next biomes, one of them is a ruined city, and they showed a screenshot of it, and so I wonder if they're going to connect that to the Regis. They've also hinted at like elemental legendaries being the next encounters, which is so vague. We should heal this guy up. It's so vague because there are so many that are like, you know, here's our 5 different thunder legendary Pokemon. All right, let's heal up. Well, this is great. This is great. I got it, and I think we're gonna go for our Ice Titan next. There's something that I actually need to do in preparation, so I'm gonna go Ice next because I haven't been collecting rocks, which I need 47 of those. I think I'm in the 20s. Oh hey, another egg. I do want to pick that up, but I'll be patient this time, and we can worry about that egg later. So yeah, next up we're gonna go for Ice. We're gonna collect some rocks, and then I mean, as always, I'm gonna be getting as many Ultra Balls as I can. So anyways, yeah. So I think people on Discord were saying like, oh, it's gonna be Landorus. But I have fingers crossed for the original trio of birds. Yeah, you're right. Never Melt Ice is going to be super easy. I think I already have enough for that just because it's probably... Yeah, so there's Hardstone. I'm going to need 20 more of those. And then... Where's my ice? Why can't I see it? I feel like I probably just missed it. There it is. 58. Yeah, I'm good on Never Melt Ice. So the next... I mean, what takes time in the Regia counties, all of the Regia encounters is never actually the item collecting. It's always... Well, I feel like, on my end, I feel like I'm throwing Ultra Balls all the time, and that's like all I've been doing for the last 3 streams, so... But we're gonna do it again. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you guys all in the next stream. Thanks for watching.